problem. I don't care how you see the problem. Okay, you need to understand how the client thinks about it. Like, why is that important? Because if you, for example, when we launched Kobe in the US, we thought, as I said before, we thought we were solving a reading problem, right? Because that was true in Slovenia. Basically, moms in Slovenia don't know how to teach kids to read, and we give them a tool that helps them out. And we thought that the same was true in the US. So because the moms in the US don't know how to teach their kids to read, we're going to give them Kobe. And basically, we did a bit of research and found that if a mom in the US wants to teach or understand how her kids learn to read, basically, they have two choices. They can either search through the infinite amounts of blog articles, which is not great, it's time consuming, or they can read like 800 pages of scientific books on how brain works and how a kid reads and so on, and that's not fun. So we said, well, there is no middle ground. There is an opportunity here. So basically, what we did during the initial COVID lockdown, because we had a bit more time, and basically what we did was we wrote a book, right? I wrote a book on how a kid learns to read, and it was like 80 pages or so, really well structured. So you could take, like, I have a kid who is 7. He should know this and that. We should be doing this and that. It's really easy to use. So yeah, we put that book to the welcome email, and whenever a person registered in the Kobe app, they would get an email with the book, right? Guess what? Absolutely nothing happened. So we said, well, yeah, we are these people from Czechoslovakia or something, so maybe we don't have the credibility, right? So let's get credible. How do you do that? Well, Amazon bestseller would sound nice. So we did that. We put that book on Amazon. We, made it a bestseller, and got the badge. Put the badge into the email. Guess what? Still no response. So we said, okay, what's the next thing we can do? And basically it was, well, let's do the interviews, right? Let's talk to people before we try selling them. And basically the first 3 interviews, everything became really clear, because the responses that we got were like, I would love to help my kid to read, but who has the time? I have to prepare dinner. I have to drive my kids to soccer practice. I work 2 jobs. I don't have the time to read with my kid. So turns out we are not solving a reading problem, or we are, but what we see as a reading problem, they see as a time problem. And that's a completely different ballgame, because now we're not competing with other blogs and scientific books and Kindle and so on. We are competing with doing nothing, because a mom does nothing because she doesn't have the time to do anything, right? Or maybe she puts the kid in front of YouTube and feels guilty about it. So now our alternatives are completely different. So that's why I'm saying you need to basically talk to your clients. You need to understand their thinking, how they see the problem you're solving, and see who you're competing against. Okay?